think there was a question in the chat about how is Sayadaw and how was the trip to Legu?
Again, slowly. We cannot hear very well.
There was a question in the group just to know how was your trip to Legu?
Oh, it sounds like easy trip. Yeah.
I went to Myanmar, not to Legu.
Oh.
In Legu we are giving shelter to the families who need shelter. Today, 6 families already moved to Legu. If there are more families who transfer to Legu, there will be another Goodwill village. In different area of Legu. My last trip is to Mesa across Myanmar, but because of the music, COVID music.
New variant. Omicron.
But in Thailand, there is a lot of Omicron new generation of COVID-19. That's why the health Ministry of Thailand cannot allow us to cross the border. So I have to spend 3 days only in Myanmar. That made me find that gave me the opportunity to find a suitable place for Dhamma hospital in Myanmar. That is near number 2 bridge. That is approach Thabarwa. That is beside the Sakura Road around number 2 bridge between Thailand and Myanmar, in South and Myanmar. Good location. There are 4 different places. Altogether 9 acres. Nearly 9 acres. We can make merit banks, meditation center, warehouse, Dhamma hospital. About 6 acres is to use for Dhamma hospital. At least 6-story building. But we need urgent for the patient, so we are preparing to construct 1-story removable Dhamma hospital. We will start construction New Year of 2000, in the beginning of New Year's of 2022. We will try to finish within 4 months. In Dinjam Festival, the second week of April 2022, we will try for opening ceremony of 1st-story Dhamma hospital.
Well, if you don't mind, we would like you to repeat again your question, please.
Question is, how can we know? How can we understand what level of wisdom we have? What level of enlightenment we have? How can we check to know if we are a foolish person or a wise person? How can we really know about it? Sayadaw.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. ဆရာ မေးခွန်းကတော့တပည့်တော်တို့အနေနဲ့ကိုယ့်ရဲ့ဉာဏ်အစစ်ဉာဏ် level ကိုပေါ့ဗျာဘယ်ဉာဏ်စဉ်ဘယ်အဆင့်ကိုရောက်နေပြီလဲဘယ်လောက်ထိနားလည်နေပြီလဲ ဆိုတာကိုဘယ်လိုသိနိုင်မလဲဘယ်လိုစစ်ဆေးလို့ရနိုင်မှာမလဲတဲ့ခင်ဗျကိုဘယ်နေရာကိုရောက်နေလဲဆိုဘယ်လိုများကိုကနေရလားမနေရလားတော့ပြယူလားညရှိနေပြီလားဆိုတော့ဘယ်လိုစစ်ဆေးနိုင်မလဲ เอาเวลาใช้ได้ใช้ตามเราฟังเวลาใช้
Because of my own experience, most of the
measure လုပ်တာပေါ့ measure လုပ်တော့ reflect လုပ်တယ်လို့လည်းတော့ကိုယ်ကိုသုံးသပ်တာ reflect there are many ways to measure or many ways to reflect your မြန်မာလိုကတော့ထိုင်ကတော့ပေးတယ်နေလို့သုံးတာပေါ့ဘုံမှာတော့အဲ့လိုမျိုးပြောတိုင်းတာရဲ့နေလမ်းနေမျိုးစုံရှိတာပေါ့တိုင်းတာနေလမ်း so there are many ways to measure လို့သုံးရ monitor လည်းရ reflect လည်းရ reflect ကတော့ပုံစံ there are many ways to reflect
because of my own experience, most of the reflex or measurement about wisdom are not complete. If you cannot detach from the attachment to the reflect or measurement, you are not. You are not sure. Only when you can detach from your standard of enlightenment, you can understand by yourself. One day, if you, most of the new meditators have attachment on the reflect of their practice. Am I right or am I wrong? Whether I got enlightenment or not, we used to attach on some of special experience caused by our practice. It is easy to misunderstand that we got enlightenment. Not to reject, we need to experience like this. Not to attach, we must try to detach from that thinking or experience. Grasping use is wrong. Using only is right. Stop thinking I am right or I am wrong. Stop thinking I got nothing or I got enlightenment. That is easy to misunderstand like this. We need to detach from that kind of thinking or experience. We used to be familiar with knowing by our effort, deliberate knowing. that is not right. If we can detach from created knowing, we can get natural knowing about what is right, what is wrong. You just need to continue practicing like this time after time. The more you practice longer, the more you understand clear. You don't need to make decision intentionally. You should try to get decision with appear naturally. If you cannot stop grasping habit of the mind, you cannot continue your practice. For a long time. No I, not mine, not yours. Stop making decision by ourselves. In this way, there will be natural knowing about the truth of enlightenment.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
My pleasure.
If you have any other questions, you can ask directly or you can drop the message box. You can drop the questions in the message box also.
Yes, one person asked on a YouTube, they say, how can I accept myself? How can I love myself more and more, even though I have problems, difficulties?
Thank you for your question. Sayadaw, me kumaro, kuku belu lakhay amle kono pya. Na kuku biyo chitahe chipu belu myolang sangya mane. Akha kheri yin sai ni ya le pyatana ni shi ni cha me. Kuku belu lakhay amle pya. Lakhan nai bu. Tuy nhiên là cái gì biết là này gì cái này ví dụ là cô cũng biết tiền thì cô cũng lên lâu rồi cái làm nhiều lên mà không này cô cũng lắc hàng cô biết này biết tài lắc hàng rồi cô mà chồng nhà cái gì này đâu mà cô cũng chịu cô cũng lắc hàng là bây giờ lâu vào này cho dù khuyên mình này thì cũng là cũng khuyên mình này thì mà đi được khuyên mình nhà mà đi được một câu nào rồiแล้วมาขนาดกูแล้วกูเลยไม่เชื่อกูเนี่ยมันไม่ใช่ได้ที่就是กู出来在家里天都当你吃哎呀你เลยเนี่ยกูมาเนี่ยนะกู开开就เนี่ยนะ成功不信เนี่ยนะกูแล้วขนาด你เช่นไหน有要吗กูไม่ได้我说有句话你看没有？有句话大叫啊，美國第一。我聽。
và cô của xin cái mà trả
chú à mì à
chắp bao cả của
Yo gì rồi cuối cùng thì tiền là nào biết là gì và lúc biết là thằng này của anh biết là như là như vậy nhà áp bây giờ bây giờ người này
nó đang cái gì cô đã thành làm như vậy nó tìm anh này muốn nói chuyện là ta chia sẻ rồiแต่พี่ว่าจะเป็นở cao suy chỉ là cô là cái dạng cao thì là cô ấy ăn nào cũng dạng nó cái này chia sẻ cái dạng cao thì nó cô bảo cô đã cô về ăn mà lên đâu là chỉ của tôi mới cha để chỉ cô bảo sẽ tất cả các dạng tôi nhớ một chuyện là cha cha cô dạng cao gì chỉ cố gắng gì là cô chỉ tôi cố gắng gì là người ta chị
လို့ရှုထောင့်ပါ
ဘယ်ကဆရာလေးပြောတော့လေ
ဟိုကကျတော့လောကီကစာအကျိုးတက်ခြင်းကိုပါကိုချင်တယ်ဘာဆိုတပြည့်တော့ဖြစ်အရင်ကတပြည့်တော့တရားမလုပ်ဖြစ်ဟိုကအရန်ကောင်းအောင်နေတာအရန်ကောင်းနေကိုဟိုအရန်ကြီးချစ်တော့အကောင်းဆွဲကြီးရပြောတာပေါ့ဗျအဲ့မှာကိုကတခုခုလေးအမှားရင်လုံးရဖြစ်အဲ့လိုမျိုးပေါ့ဗျာတခုခုကိုမကြိုက်တဲ့စိတ်ဖြစ်တာဖြစ်ကိုပါကိုအရန်အပြစ်မြင်နေဗျာအပြစ်ဒါမျိုးကြီးမဖြစ်ချင်ဘူးပေါ့ဗျာအဲ့ဒါနဲ့ပဲစိတ်ပိုင်းဆိုင်တာစေတနာပဲဖြစ်သွားမှာပေါ့နော်ဗျာဒါနဲ့အခုနပြောလို့ကိုချေရမယ်ပေါ့အဲ့ဒါနဲ့တပြီးတော့အကုန်လုံးကိုဟာကိုလက်ခံရမယ်အဲ့တပုံဒါမဲ့သူခဏလေးရတယ်အကျိုးတက်ပဲဖြစ်တယ်ဗျာတကယ်တမ်းကအဓိကတရားအထုတ်တော့မှအကြောင်းရင်းလို့သိတာအဓိကကိုကအရန်ကောင်းကျင်တော့မကောင်းတာနည်းနည်းလေးမှကိုယ်ကလက်မခံနိုင်ဖြစ်တာအဲ့ဒါကြောင့်ဒါလေးကိုစွန့်နိုင်မှာဒါအများသူများဟုတ်လည်းမဟုတ်ဘူးနော်အရန်ကောင်းစေချင်ဆိုနေနည်းနည်းလေးအဖြစ်ကစားအရန်မြင်
ဒါကဆရာလေးသူအကဖြေလိုက်တာပြီးတော့ output ဆရာတော်တရားထဲမှာဗာကြားဘူးလဲဆိုဆရာတော်ရတော့တပြည့်လူဘင်းကြီးနားနေရတယ်တရားမလုပ်တဲ့သူတွေအမြဲဆုံးတရားလေးကိုနည်းနည်းပတ်တာရဟိုဘယ်လိုပြလဲဆိုတပြည့်တော့ကိုဆိုရင် isolate လုပ်လိုက်တာတလောကလုံးနဲ့ဘယ်သူမှမတူတဲ့ငါပေါ့ကို unique ဖြစ်နေတာပေါ့ဗျာ unique ဖြစ်နေရဲ့ကိုက perfect ဖြစ်နေရမယ်အမှားရမရှိနေရအောင်အဲ့လိုစိတ်မျိုးဖြစ်ပြီဆိုရင်ဆရာတော်ဘုရားရပြောတာကြတော့ဟို connected လုပ်လိုက်ပါလေလူအများနဲ့ connection လုပ်လိုက်ပါနော်တဘောကဥမာဗိုက်စားတယ်ဆိုရင်ငါတယောက်တည်းစားတာမဟုတ်ဘူးဟိုဒီခန်းထဲမှာရှိတဲ့အရောက်စီတိုင်းကလည်းအချိန်တိုင်းဗိုက်စားတဲ့ဒုက္ခရှိတယ်ပေါ့ကိုဒုက္ခကိုတယောက်တည်းကြုံနေတဲ့ဒုက္ခလို့မယူလိုက်ပဲနဲ့ဒီလိုဒုက္ခမျိုးကအားလုံးမှာကြုံနေရတာပဲအတူတူပဲဆိုတဲ့ဟာမျိုးနဲ့လေဗျာဒီစိတ်သက်သာရာရဖို့ဖြည့်ခိုင်းတာစိတ်ကိုဖြည့်ခိုင်းတာပေါ့နော်ဥမာအသက်ရှူဆိုလဲတပြည့်လို့ရှူသွင်းရှူထိုက်လုပ်ခိုင်းတယ်9မိနစ်ဆိုရင်ဒီခန္ဓာကိုယ်ကြီးပြင်ပန်းနေတယ်အခုစိတ်တွေအရန်ပြင်ပန်းနေတယ်လက်ခံပါပေါ့နော်ငါစိတ်တွေပြင်ပန်းနေဒီခန္ဓာကိုယ်ကြီးကပြင်ပန်းနေဒီပြင်ပန်းတဲ့သဘောကငါတယောက်တည်းဖြစ်တာမဟုတ်ဘူးဒီခန္ဓာရှိနေတဲ့တတ္တဝါတွေအားလုံးပြင်ပန်းနေတယ်သူများပေါ်ကိုလည်းပြီးနာတတ်ပုံပေါ့ဗျာကိုလည်းပြီးနာတတ်အဲ့လိုနည်းနဲ့ connection လုပ်ခိုင်းပြီးတော့ short ခိုင်းတာဗျာကိုဖွင့်လို့နိုင်အောင်ချက်အောင်အဲ့ဒါလေးတော့တတိယနာဘူးအဲ့တော့တတိယကိုပြဿနာလို့ဒါအရင်ကမရောက်ဘူးချက်ချင်းအသုံးချလို့ပဲအဲ့လိုဖြစ်ပြီဆိုရင်ကလုံးဝဖြစ်တာလည်းပါတယ်ရောက်တဲ့အထီးကျန်တယ်ကိုတယောက်သေးဆိုတဲ့ဟာဖြစ်တဲ့အခါဒုက္ခကိုဒုက္ခမှာကိုတူကြီးသွားတာလေဗျာကိုကြုံရတဲ့ဒုက္ခရမှာအကြီးဆုံးကိုခံစားနေရတယ်ဒါကြောင့်သူ psychology ရလေ connected လုပ်လိုက်တယ်အားလုံးတလောကလုံးနဲ့ချိတ်ဆက်လိုက်ငါတယောက်တည်းမဟုတ်ဘူးကိုတယောက်တည်းမဟုတ်ဘူးဆိုပြီးအဲ့ဒါလေးတော့မှတ်ဒီလိုအကောင်းမြင်စိတ်သင်ပေးတာလည်းရှိရဗျာအဲ့ဒါဘာလဲဆိုတော့အခုဆို Zoom meeting လုပ်တယ်ဆိုရင်ဒီကွန်ပျူတာဆိုလဲကွန်ပျူတာထွင်တဲ့သူတွေရှိတယ်လို့ဒီလိုပုံခွင့်ရတာပေါ့နော်သူတို့တွေရဲ့ကြီးစုကိုလည်းဒီလိုကြီးစုတင်တာဒီလက်စစ်မီးတွေထွင်ခဲ့တဲ့သူတွေဒီလိုထိုင်ပြီးအစည်းအဝေးလုပ်နိုင်ဘူးပံ့ပိုးတဲ့အကြောင်းတရားတွေအများကြီးပေါ့ဒီလိုမျိုးတွေပံ့ပိုးခဲ့တဲ့သူတွေရဲ့ကြီးစုတရားကိုနားလည်ပြီးတော့ appreciate လုပ်တာကျေးဇူးတင်စိတ်အကောင်းမြင်စိတ်တွေမူခိုင်းတာပေါ့ဗျာအဲ့ဆိုအကောင်းမြင်စိတ်တွေပွားရင်အဲ့ positive တွေညာရင်သူက energy ကလည်းပြည့်လာပြီးတော့ဟိုနေလို့ထိုင်လို့ကောင်းမှာပေါ့ဒီလိုဟို emotional management မှာလည်းအဲ့ဒါစိတ်ပိုင်းဆိုင်ရာခံစားချက်တွေ manage လုပ်တာပေါ့နော်ဗျာ EQ လို့ IQ လို့ခုနောက်ပိုင်း IQ ထက်ဆိုင် EQ ကပိုပြီးမှပြောလာကြတယ်ဆိုအဲ့လိုလေပေါ့ခမင်းဆိုင်အောင်မှဒီခမင်းဖြစ်လာဖို့လေသမားတွေဘယ်လိုစူးစမ်းပြီးတော့မှစဘာရရတယ်ဒီပယ်လာရတယ်ချက်ရတယ်ငွေရှာရတယ်အဖေရရှာရတယ်အမေရချက်ပြီးဒီပကံမုံရောက်လာတယ်အဆင့်ဆင့်မုံတော့ဒီခမင်းလေးတစ်လုံးဖြစ်မြောက်ဖို့ပါဝင်ပတ်သက်တဲ့သူတွေအများကြီးရှိတယ်အဲ့ဒီအများကြီးကိုလည်းကျေးဇူးတင်တယ်ဒီခမင်းကိုသုံးဆောင်ရမယ်အားလုံးနဲ့တသားလေး တူတူပဲဆိုတဲ့အခါစားချက်တွေထည့်ပြရအောင်ခါတိုင်းပိတ်မထူးတော့ဘူးကျေးဇူးတရားလူလည်းများတဲ့ခါမှာမှန်မာနလေးရောငါတော်လို့ငါရှာလို့
Before I meditate, I'm not satisfied with myself. When I learn school lesson as a student, I'm not satisfied with my life of a student. When I run my own business, I'm not satisfied with my life as a businessman. When I started meditation in one of the meditation center, I'm satisfied with the practice of Dana, Sila, and Bhavana. Most of the meditators or yogis are old. There are many young and healthy people in education and business, but there are many old and sick people in practicing meditation. if we see only the appearance, there's nothing to be satisfied among the yogis or meditators. But most of the mind of meditators are healthy and wealthy. That's why you can continue practicing meditation or doing good deeds. When I started meditation, I'm just young and healthy. That's why I have my strong desire. I'm greedy. I'm angry. And I am thinking highly of myself. That's why to reduce my ego, I need to do good deeds, not only for myself, but also for the others. I want to help the other meditators. That's why I try hard. By helping or thinking about the other meditators, I can reduce my ego. I'm skillful on business also. That's why I use my skill for the others who are difficult for their living. They cannot live by themselves. They need help for food, shelter, and healthcare. So I use my skill for them. That also make me happy and less ego. The more I work for the others, the less I need to take care of myself. In this way, I can reduce my ego. That make me satisfied. To be satisfied by myself, we need to do good deeds, dana, sila, and bhavana, Besides, we need to volunteer our life for the others. If we are stay young and healthy, in this way, we can be happy by myself, ourselves. If we are making the others people to be satisfied and happy, we can be satisfied and happy for sure. Because we are thinking only for ourselves, that's why we work only for ourselves. That make me unhappy and not satisfied by ourselves. So we need to change what we are doing now. Start doing good deeds, dana, sila, and bhavana, and then stop volunteering our life and our belongings for the others. That really helpful for the mind to be happy and satisfied.
Another question is from Katrina. So what is our responsibility in practicing mindfulness while there is another no self? We can control mindfulness to come or to go. We can just decide applying mindfulness. So
သတိထားဖို့ကြိုးစားနေရပါပဲ။ငါမဟုတ်တဲ့အတွက်ပေါ့လေ။ဘာဖြစ်လို့သတိထားနေရမှာ။ If there is no mindfulness, there will be attack or ego or selfish for sure. To reduce attack or selfishness, we need to be mindful. Mindfulness is the way to understand the truth about anatta or selflessness, non-self. So we all are responsible to practice mindfulness to know more and more about anatta or non-self. The more we are mindful, the more we can understand. We cannot control our mind and our practice of mindfulness. The more we are mindful, the more we will understand. We cannot appoint mindfulness. To understand like this by our own experience, we all are responsible about being mindful.
Next question from Morgan is, how can we let go of ego and increase happiness? Happiness. ဒါကတော့ဆရာအတ္တတွေကိုဘယ်လိုဖြေလျှော့ပြီးတော့ပြောလို့ကိုယ့်ကိုယ်နှိမ်ချမှုတွေဘယ်လိုတိုးအောင်လုပ်ရမလဲ။အတ္တတွေလျှော့များများနှိမ်ချမှုအတွက်ဘယ်လိုဆောင်ရမလဲ
For majority of the people in the society, it is really difficult to let go of ego and increase humbleness. That's why I try to create new power center around the world, around the country. In this way, we can work together. We can do good deeds together. We can learn from each other. We can be friendly with everyone who are doing good deeds. We can understand. We can be Dhamma friend with Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha also. Only by our own experience, we can let go of our own egos and increase humbleness. This is teamwork. School or hospital, office, theater, shopping mall, all these are sure to increase ego and thinking highly of ourselves. So we need to create meditation center to solve the problems of concerned with ego and proudness.
A question from Alice. Dear Master, I'm a yoga instructor. There are mantras in yoga. Now that I practice meditation, shall I quit chanting? ဆရာတော်ဘုရားတပည့်တော်ကတော့ဒီယောဂနေပြတယောက်ဖြစ်ပါတယ်။တပည့်တော်ယောဂမှာဆိုရင်တော့ mental နေရွတ်ဖတ်ရတာရှိပါတယ်ခင်ဗျ။နောက်အခုတရားထိုင်နေပြီတရားအထုတ်နေပြီဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒီ mental ရွတ်ဖတ်တာတွေကိုရှောင်လိုက်တဲ့မှာလားဗျာ။
Chanting or not chanting, both are not much important. Not much important compared with practicing meditation. As long as you can practice meditation you can continue chanting mantra. If you gain to understand that chanting mantra became annoyance in practicing meditation, you should quit chanting. If you are skillful in chanting with mindfulness and detachment, you can continue chanting mantra. So the key is you should understand that chanting or not chanting mantras are not much important compared with mindfulness and detachment. So if you are able to emphasize practicing meditation, you may be able to detach from chanting mantra.
Thank you so much for all your questions, and hopefully all of you get the answers. So if you have any more questions, please feel free to ask. So currently, Ali's question was the last question. So any more questions?
Yeah, I have a question about the illegal things. Or I mean, there may be situations where we cannot follow the rules of the government, and since we keep the precepts and we should not tell lies and so on, how can we deal with this situation? I mean, not breaking the rules just by our own desire, but when it's really necessary to go another way, how can we combine this action with the precepts?
Thank you for your question. So I would like to clarify a little bit thing. So my understanding of your question is sometimes to follow your government's rules illegal. So it's like really with the taking precepts. So could you give me any examples?
Well, you know, for example, if someone comes here and asks me to stay in the center and have no document, and I'm not allowed to, I would not be allowed to let him stay, and then the police would come and ask me if everybody here have the documents, whatever, you know, this type of situation, for example.
Okay.
Like something like if you want to continue doing good deeds, sometimes you cannot follow strictly the law. So it makes sometimes you are imposed in a situation where you are telling lies somehow.
They must have had documents. When they ask, is everybody here has documents? In order to get that person, maybe have to lie.
Yes. I understand. Okay. As in the lab,
We should understand that medicine is not complete. law and regulation are also not complete. Cause and effect is complete. Dhamma is complete. That's why, as a monk or nuns or yogis, we should obey cause and effect more than law and regulation. If we compare, if we need to choose cause and effect or law and regulation, we should think more to do what is right. With the right understanding of cause and effect or Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. If we obey the guidance of Ministry of Health, we cannot accept the people who are in need of help while there is in pandemic time concerned with COVID-19. But what I understand is no one is complete, nothing is complete. That's why I take risks by helping the people to stay in the power center. Virus is not sure. The problems, the present need of food and shelter is sure. So I emphasize to solve the problems which is sure. In this way, I'm trying to prevent from the unsure problems of virus.
Hopefully you have the answer. So the next question is from Elizabeth. Is that a problem for us? Are there some mistakes that will keep us in samsara for much longer? ဆရာပြမိကုံကတော့သေဆုံးခြင်းကတပြည့်လိုအတွက်ပြဿနာတည်းရလားဗျာနောက်တစ်ခုကတော့တန်တရားကိုပူရှည်စေတဲ့အမှားတွေရှိပါအမှားတချို့ရှိပါသလားဗျာတပြည့်လိုဒီတန်တရားပူရှည်သွားစေတဲ့အမှားတွေရှိပါ This question သေဆုံးခြင်းကပြဿနာတည်းရ ဆုံးခြင်းကပြဿနာတန်တရားပူရှည်စေတဲ့အမှားတချို့ရှိပါ
အဲ့တော့လူကြည့်ရင်တော့လေတည်ခြင်းတရားဆိုတာပြဿနာအကြီးဆုံးပြဿနာဒါပေမဲ့အကြောင်းကျိုးရှိတော့ခြင်းတော့ဒီချိန်တန်လို့သိတာပဲဘုန်းကြီးလို့သိတာပဲဆိုတော့တရားမှာမလို့သိတာပဲဒါပြဿနာမဟုတ်ဘူး If we see as a lay person who is sickness and death are real problems for living beings. But if we see from the side of cause and effect, or nama and rupa, who is sickness and death are a piece of life. we have to die because of living. If there is no life, there will be no death. That is just a process of life. So not strange. If there is life, there will be death for sure. Not a problem. If we see from the side of the truth or cause and effect. If we destroy life of ourselves and the others, that is wrong. Because life is to use only, not to reject and attach. We should try to use our life to do all kinds of good deeds, dana, sila, and bhavana. If we are able to use our life in the right way, there will be no problems concerned with death. If we are using our life in the wrong way, there will be problems concerned with death. Because of not knowing about cause and effect or the truth, we all are in the endless life cycle of samsara. We all are the same. No one is better.
Any more questions?